You know what's funny to me? The people get angry that there are gay people that they don't even know. Some people get so angry, like somehow that someone's gay, like thousands of miles away, like fucks them up. There's guys that just like, someone's sucking a cock, damn it! Ah! I know it! Someone's fucking a guy up the ass. Ah! Like, I can understand it if, like, two guys are blowing each other on your lawn where you're trying to cut, you know? Oh, come on, I can't cut there. Someone's got to stop these gay people from this behavior. It's not right. I was talking to my friend about my neighbor once, and I asked him, do you think he's gay? And my friend goes, yeah, he's really gay. What does that mean? How do you get to be really gay? Are there levels? Or you start out a little, I'm just a little gay, I don't know, just only a little, I just feel like touching a penis, that's all, just like that, just a little tiny touching of the penis. Then one day you're taking it up the ass, jerking off two guys and blowing somebody all at the same time, and you realize, wow, I'm really gay. Boy, I am the gayest man in the world. I am faggotor, no one is gayer than me. That's a very gay person right there.
This is a very comfortable way to stand. I like to stand like this. Sometimes I stand like this. This isn't comfortable, but it's a tiny bit entertaining. Because it makes people look at you like, I don't know why that bothers me. That's a little weird. I mean, it's not crazy like standing like this, and it's not normal. It's just a little... You see people looking at you. What is it? Why is he... I do that when I have to go to places I don't like to go, you know, like CVS. I hate CVS, but sometimes you gotta go in there. That should be their slogan. CVS. Sometimes you gotta come in here. Where else are you gonna get your wart Band-Aids? And that stuff for your dry vagina. Dry vagina. I used to think it was called a vagina when I was a kid because I grew up in Boston. Shut up. I don't care. In Boston, they have something they call the Boston accent. It's not an accent. It's a whole city full of people pronouncing most words wrong. It's a regionally agreed upon stupidity. And I was raised to talk like an idiot in Boston because the teachers talk like that and they teach you to talk like that. I remember my 5th grade teacher when we did sex ed, she was like, she was like a diagram, she was like, this is a penis and this is a vagina. Now during intercourse, the man ejaculates sperm into the vagina. And then later, a fucking baby comes out of the vagina. And sometimes it's retarded. Yeah. It's sad when they come all mentally retarded. I grew up in the 70s and teachers said retarded. Some people are retarded. And they got retarded vaginas. I really did think it was called a vagina, and because sex is such a mysterious thing to a boy, I thought it was like a thing that you use to vagine with. I gotta go to Rent-A-Tool and get a vagina so I could vagine my driveway. I just made a really nice table. I gotta vagine it. That would make a nice table. Make a new table and you sand it and you're like, all right, honey, get up there. And she just... And you go, ooh. You don't even poly or anything. That's nice. That's like the old way to do it, you know? This table is very smooth because My wife have a very juicy pussy, and she very giant at the table. It's a long time. That is nice. Wow. Thank you, Mr. Tedesca-Leone. And it's more fun having kids as a divorced father. It really is. When I was married and I had kids, I didn't enjoy it as much. We didn't have a good marriage, so it's over and everybody's happier. By the way, people who say you have to stay together for the kids, it's bullshit, because staying married for the kids is like holding in a shit for your entire life. For the kid. And that's the kind of person you become. Even your kids, Daddy, can we go to the park? Shut the fucking, don't fucking talk to me right now. I see married couples together all the time, and sometimes it's sad. They just become the dumb and cunty show. That just becomes... Like, whenever I see a married couple on a plane, you know when a couple first gets on the plane and they're just so upset because they couldn't fight all day because they had to keep moving to get to the flight. And now they're sitting and but they're on a plane. So they get on for I saw this couple once in a supermarket, and I felt really bad for them, especially the guy, because I could see he was making mistakes that were, once you get divorced, you realize there's a lot of shit I could have fixed just by getting my head out of my own ass. Like, I saw this guy, is a guy and his wife, and she's got a cart full of, it was a supermarket, she had a cart full of stress. She had a very stressful shop, and she's standing there, and he's with his personality annihilating phone just and she's standing there like, and she says, "Can you help me?" And he's just, sports. And she says, "Can you help me?" Like she's trying to find his frequency. "Can you help me?" And she just goes, "Oh," and she just walks away. And I looked at him, and he had this smug look like, "Yeah, it's right, babe." And I just thought, you idiot. Like, I wanted to go up to him. I didn't, because I don't talk to people at all. But I wanted to go up to him, and I wanted to say, "Dude, just go find your wife. Wherever she is, go find her, and just touch her shoulder, and just say, 'What do you need, babe?' That's it. Just go, 'What do you need?' And I swear to God, you'll be fucking her in the ass in the store. In like 10 seconds, you'll be fucking her in the asshole. That's how easy it is to fix your marriage. 'What do you need, babe?' 'Oh, shit, just rub jelly on it and shove it in my asshole.' 'Oh my God, I love you. Just put jelly on your dick and fuck me in the..." "Honey, there's jelly right there. It's right in front of you. It's right." "Don't get raspberry. It has seeds. Come on, can you have a brain? Just..." That's really dumb. I hate New York. I really do. I used to love New York, but I hate it now. I'd rather be in Auschwitz than New York City. Honestly, I would. I mean Auschwitz now. I mean today Auschwitz, not back when it was open. I mean now. It's nice now. There's a gift shop. People go there on purpose. They buy tickets. I think that's weird. That people buy tickets to Auschwitz. That's weird. If you could have told those people back then, people are going to buy tickets to come here. Yeah, wrap your head around that. Jew. That's... All right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, never again, I promise. That's what we say about the Holocaust, never again. Because they killed 6 million Jews. If they only killed like 10,000, would it be like, okay, 2 more times? And then taper off, because it's a little much. I'll tell you, I went to Auschwitz. Here's a true story. I actually did go to Auschwitz because I was doing shows in Poland. Because I had to go to Poland to do shows. So I was in Krakow. I was in Krakow, so I went to the camp. And I went there because of a very personal reason. Because I had family there. I had a lot of family there. 44 members of my family were in Auschwitz during World War II. I mean, they were guards. They worked there. No. They were Jews and they died. It's okay. Don't be offended. It's true. We lost the whole family there. Everybody, because we were Hungarian Jews. My grandfather, on my father's side, he's the only one who made it. The rest of them, all 44 of them, went to Auschwitz, which I think they really regretted. But that's what happened, because the Hungarians sent all their Jews to... They weren't even occupied Hungary. They're just like, yeah, take our Jews. And they sent my whole family there, and they all died in Auschwitz, except for him. My grandfather's the only one who made it, because he got the fuck out of there before it started. In the late 20s, he fucking smelled that shit, and he got the fuck out. And he went to Mexico. He migrated to Mexico. And we found his immigration card. My uncle and I did the family history, and we found it. It says nationality, Hungarian, and it says religion, Catholic. And there's a picture of him like... He's like, fuck it, they don't know what a Jew looks like in Mexico. That's where I'm going. And that's why I'm alive, because he made that choice. It's also why I'm not Jewish. He was like, Jew schmoo, we're not fucking Jewish. Somos católicas. That was my abuelito. Became a fucking Mexican fast. That's what happened. That's how he made it. He's a fascinating guy, my grandfather. His name was Geza. That was his name. And he had a brother named Geza. It's weird, but I looked it up, and here's what happened. His parents had a baby, and they named it Geza, and it died. The baby died. So they had another one, and they just said, fuck it, Geza, let's just do it again. Because that's what it was like. The babies died. It was no big deal back then. It was just like, yeah, that was a shitty baby. Let's do another one. Why'd your baby die? Because it sucked. Why does any baby die? At least we found out quick. Fuck it. This one's good. That's what it was like forever until recently. The human race was all the good babies, and the shitty ones, that's just the way it worked. It's not like that now. Now we save every baby. The shittier the baby, the bigger the effort. Because we love it. We love saving the shitty babies. There's always a documentary. Look at this baby. He's a fucking mess. Do you see that shit? We're going to save it. Make it live. And the baby's like, please don't. But we don't like when babies die. We get more upset when a baby dies. What? Who knows this baby? Did you hear about Jeff? No, he was here for 1 day. Nobody met him. And then if you die when you're old, nobody gives a shit. They're like, he was here long enough. Fuck him. You ever tell somebody, like, your grandmother died? My grandmother died. They're like, I'm so sorry. How old was she? She was 98. Oh. So why'd you even tell me? Here's the thing. Men, our biggest fear in life is that we're going to get caught being a kid fucker. That's every guy's biggest fear. Even if you would never do it, every guy's like, that's what's going to happen to me. I know it. It's like being afraid of sharks when you live in the desert. Like, I don't go to the ocean, but it's going to happen. Because it's a fear not based in its likelihood, but in how horrible it would be if it happened. Because when they catch a pedophile, holy fuck. Holy shit. It's brutal because we're scared. We're so scared of pedophilia because it's here and it's not going anywhere. That's a fact. It's not like there's a finite amount of pedophiles and we got the last one. No, it keeps happening. Every generation, there's more. Some of you have kids, and some of them are going to grow up and fuck kids. They might, you know? Okay, no, of course not yours for some reason, but they're coming from someplace. So any real solution has to start with the basic reality that there will always be pedophiles. Not a great thought. I understand it's not uplifting. You wouldn't put that on a fridge magnet. Or on your screensaver at the office. There will always be pedophiles. Hey, where's Jim? He's not at his desk. We do. We have to start with that reality because our solutions that we have so far don't really work. Here's our current solution to pedophilia. We wait till somebody fucks about 10,000 kids, and then we go, all right, you better cut that out. That's pretty much it. There's no measures for preventing it. None. We have no policy to prevent pedophilia. We're not even just like a street sign. There's a street sign for everything. No hunting, no spitting, no skateboarding. I've never seen a don't fuck a child sign in the world. I've been all over the world. Not even just like a picture of a guy fucking a kid with a line through it. So that it transcends language barriers. I mean, try it. You won't get most of them with the sign. But even if one out of 50 of them is like, oh shit, I'm sorry, I didn't know it was an issue. That's money well spent. There's things that might work and we don't even try them. Like, is anybody working on very realistic child sex dolls? Okay, then let them fuck your kids forever. If that's better, I'm so sorry for suggesting something that might actually work. Oh no. Let them fuck both my sons, but don't make a doll. That would be distasteful. The thing is that I'm still talking about it, this problem, we lose things because we won't really face it, you know, that are important to us, like the Boy Scouts. Boy Scouts, wonderful thing. Being sued out of existence because of all the kid fuckery that goes on. And I know it's upsetting because, look, here's the thing. The Boy Scouts is a wonderful thing for kids. They go to the woods, they work together, they learn skills, they get in touch with nature. What could it be better for a boy than that? But some of those guys want to fuck the kids. I don't think they do it a lot. It's not like there's just a shitload of kids being fucked in the Boy Scouts. I think it's mostly that they find out that the guy wants to. I don't actually know, though. I don't. Do you know why I don't know? Because I'm afraid to look it up. I'll go to prison for typing it into a Google. How do you solve a problem if you're afraid to fucking look it up? How many Boy Scouts get fucked on a... Oh, shit! Every time I move, I gotta tell my neighbors that I looked that up. Here's what happens. Every few years, you find out there's some pedophile-type people in the Boy Scouts, and then they announce, we got them all. We're good. And then a year later, oh, there's a bunch more. What's going on here? At some point, you got to wake up to the basic fact that maybe the people who are best suited to give your kids these wonderful experiences are folks that want to fuck them. Maybe that's why they're good at it. Maybe that's, if you want that, that's where you go. Maybe that's just the way that goes. Who else would want to take a bunch of kids to the fucking woods? Who wants to take your shit kid to the fucking woods? You don't want to take them. Who else would want to do that except people that are barely containing that they want to fuck every kid in the face? That's why they're good at it. That's what makes them good at it. I'm not saying that all scoutmasters are pedophiles. I might be saying that the best ones are. I might be saying that. That sounds right. So I don't know. If you have to lose the whole thing, just tell your kids. Some of those guys want to fuck you. Just be careful. Have a good time. Take the contribution from where it comes. Michael Jackson, wonderful music. Blessed us with wonderful music. Did some other things too. What's worse? A pedophile who makes beautiful music or one that doesn't? This is the choices. No pedophiles is not on the menu.
Sometimes you meet racist people, too. You know what's funny to me? When you meet someone who's racist and they have an excuse. I met this guy once, very racist. I don't know where he was from, but I asked his friend, why is he like that? And his friend goes, well, he was born on a farm. What kind of farm was that? How do you get... Maybe the animals were racist. Maybe the animals on the farm were racist. They're like, Jews. Jews. Blacks. Blacks. Jews. Blacks. Mexicans. Wow. It's a pretty racist farm. You know what, too? Every time you hear a racial stereotype, it's always negative. It's always something shitty. Why can't we have racial stereotypes that are nice? You could say things about races that are ignorant, but pleasant. You know? You're like, yeah, you know those Chinese people. They're made of candy. You know? And whenever you see, like, public service announcements on television that are like, don't be racist or whatever, they're always shitty. They're always badly made, you know? But then you watch like a commercial for like Mountain Dew and there's a fucking cheetah stealing a guy's fucking soda. They should have like PSAs that are really great, you know, like young people at a bar and there's music, you know, fucking shitty rock and roll and they're drinking and some kid goes like, dude, don't hate the Jews or something like that, you know? Like, the other guy's like, why not? Cuz, just don't hate the Jews. Why not? Like a girl walks in with big tits and it says, don't hate the Jews on her shirt. He's like, that's why, yeah! Don't hate the Jews, wow! People would not hate Jews. Because they want to be like them kids. I like kids, you know. I like some kids. You can't like all kids because some kids are shitty. It's true. And some people don't want to ever admit that. There's people that are like, every child is like a star in the shining sea. No, some kids suck, man. Some kids are just shitty. It's true, you've seen them. You know when you're in a store and you see a kid and you're just like, fuck that kid, man. That kid's a fucking jerk. I hate that kid. This is a shitty little kid, man. I saw a kid like that once. I was in a store, and I'm looking at this kid and just fucking hating him. Because I'm waiting in line. What am I going to, you know? That's what you do when you're waiting in line. You just pick someone to hate while you're waiting, you know? Just some guy, you just start forming an opinion with no information at all. You're a fucking loser. I hate that guy. What a prick. Wearing a tie. Fuck you. What do you think? You're better than me? You know, just to occupy yourself. He's standing there. He has no idea you're boiling with hatred, you know? So I picked this kid, and I'm hating him. He's shitty. He was like, just seemed like a shitty kid to me. And I'm looking at him. And then he looked at me. And the worst thing is that this is a true story. This kid's looking at me. He's like 6 years old. Nobody else was looking. So I just went like this. I went. I just flipped him off. Just real quick. Little thing between me and him. And he couldn't believe it. He was like, oh! He was blown away. Because nobody does that. Nobody gives the finger to some kid for no reason. I think I helped him out a little there, you know? Yeah, that happens. Deal with it. I don't know. You know, I think parents must want to do that to their kids all the time. As much as you love your kid, there has to be those times. Your kid's being this shit, he's going, why can't I have a candy? I wanted a candy. And you just want to go, hey, you know what? Fuck you, kid, all right? Yeah. Yeah, fuck you. How do you like that, huh? Fuck you, buddy! So I was listening to the radio on the way here. I was listening to one of those classic hit stations. And they had that song. It's one of those 70s protest songs that really sucked. You know those protest songs that they ran out of shit to protest, so they just came up with something? This song was that guy that goes, sign, sign, everywhere, sign. You know that song? The guy's like, he gets all mad at signs. Like, oh, signs. They're fucked up. It's bullshit. Blocking the scenery, breaking my mind. Do this, don't do that. You know, there's nothing wrong with signs. There's signs that say, don't go to that dangerous place. Those are good signs. Stop signs are a really good idea. He's like, yeah, signs suck, man. It's bullshit. Can't you read the sign? Then there's this one part of the song where he says that he went to a job interview, and it said, he goes, and the sign said, long-haired freaky people need not apply. All right, first of all, no, it didn't. You're a liar. No sign ever said that ever. And you're trying to get people angry at something you made up. And that's fucking stupid.
That's all you can do with your kids. Just do your best. Nobody fucking knows right from wrong. When I was a kid, they just taught us things to just try to keep us, just shut the fuck up. Our morals were just shut the fuck up. Things like slow and steady wins the race. They taught us that. Slow and steady wins the race. Really? Does it win the race? You know what beats slow and steady? Fast and steady. Kicks the shit out of slow and steady. Slow and steady beats old and retarded. That's about it. Stop telling that to kids. A lot of what they teach kids is just to make them polite people, you know? Like they teach them that there's words you shouldn't use. There's bad words. Don't use the bad words. I can't teach my kids that because I do this for a living. But I didn't want my kids to be, you know, assholes. So I used to tell them, like, okay, look, there's no bad words. There's no bad words. All words are good, bad, nothing. But there's some people that get upset when you use certain words. So if you're going to use those words, look at the person first and try to guess if they're that kind of person. Sometimes you can offend somebody when you weren't even trying to. Like there's certain phrases, certain statements that if you're going to say them, you should say them without stopping in the middle. Certain things, if you're going to say them, don't clear your throat in the middle. Okay? You don't want to say things like, there are too many black people suffering from discrimination. We need to stop the Jews from feeling excluded. I once fucked a baby, and then I fucked him again. So you want to get through that one. Otherwise, people get the wrong idea. They'll think you only fucked that baby once.
Let's do this. You guys will like this. You know when you go to a diner, you know those old diners where you order breakfast, and they take your order, they yell it to the kitchen, but they use like a code? You know those old diner codes? Well, I came up with my own code, and it covers all breakfast foods. And I'd like to demonstrate it for you. But I need a little help from you. Just order breakfast, sir, all right? And when he orders his breakfast, I'll translate it to you using my code. So just the way you like your breakfast, usually.
Scrambled eggs.
All right, anything else for that?
Bacon.
Scrambled eggs and bacon. Something to drink there, buddy? Orange juice, all right. All right, wake up the monkey and show him $1. Shave my back and slap my sister. Wax lips, 2 lumpy tits riding sidecar. And scrambled eggs and bacon and orange juice.
Thank you very much, folks, for being here tonight. Good night. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Close the fucking door. I'm not done. Close the door. Sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. She was nice. I feel bad. She was nice. She's been working here for like 60 years. I just fucked her up. That wasn't nice. Lady in the red coat. Oh, fuck you, man. Who are you, fucking Itzhak Perlman, asshole? It is a little fucked up to be here doing the shit that I do. When you consider that somewhere there's a kid in, like, you know, Yugoslavia playing the fucking violin in a basement and putting coal on a fire and shit, and so that he could someday sit in a chair right there, and I'm sitting here going, fucking yeah, and just shitting and pissing. Anyway, let me tell you a couple more stories. Sure. I truly have nothing better to do for the rest of my life. This is fucking Carnegie Hall.
Anyway, I've been traveling. I went to France last year because I thought I should leave the nation. Felt like a good idea. Would have left the planet if they had another one of those, but I went to France. I had a great time. I fell in love. I met a woman. I fell in love in France, and we've been together since then. It's been nice. Yeah, okay. It's nice having a girlfriend from another country because you learn a lot about that country. I learned a lot about France from being with her. I never knew these things about, like, one time she was sick, and I was taking care of her, so I gave her, she had a fever. I gave her a thermometer, and she put it in her asshole. Never seen that before. Turns out the whole country, all of France, puts thermometers in their assholes. And they don't put their eggs in the fridge. They have no respect for temperature in either direction. I was like, why are you putting it in your asshole? She said, you don't do this? You don't put here in America? I said, no, we don't put a glass thermometer filled with mercury in our anuses. You fucking savage. Well, we do it to babies and dogs because they can't talk. Every American baby's first words is, get that fucking thing out of my asshole. You ever take your dog's temperature? You have to hold your dog's ass still, and then you slip it in there, and your dog looks at you like, why would you do that? Why would you do that to me? And you're like, I could never explain it to you. But I need to hold it here for 60 seconds. Dogs are so dumb, it's fucking tragic. It's sad how dumb they are. They're in our lives and they know nothing about what's happening. You ever been having like a dramatic moment in your family, like you're in the living room telling the kids that grandma died and everybody's crying and the dog's sitting there like...
I know you. They're so stupid. Incredibly stupid animals. They don't even know their own lives. They can't even handle their own lives mentally. You ever throw a ball for your dog, and your dog gets the ball and brings it, then you throw the ball again, the dog brings it, and then one of the times you throw the ball, the dog looks at you like, I didn't see what happened. I'm sorry, I don't know anything now. Please help. So you point at the ball, there it is, it's right there, it's right there. And the dog just looks at your finger. Because there's just no way he's gonna get this concept that there's an invisible line that he can follow with his imagination. I have a great dog. I got a dog last year. She's a great dog. I did not adopt her, I'll be honest with you. I bought her with money. That's the truth. People always ask me when I walk my dog in New York, that's a beautiful dog, is she a rescue? I'm like, no, she's very expensive, please don't touch her. I did rescue a dog last year, and it bit everyone in my life. So I unrescued it, and I bought a dog that works. In New York, everybody rescues their dogs like this. I rescued this dog. I rescued her. She has no eyes. And she's dead.
One time I had a gay dream, though, because you can't control what you dream about. I had this dream that I was in Italy. It's a really weird dream. I'm in Italy, like in an outdoor cafe with a friend, and these two young boys pull up like on scooters, like, you know, and they go, "Come swimming with us. We're going to go swimming." And it's a dream, so you just go along. I was like, yeah, fuck it, why not? So I get on the back of some kid's scooter, and we go up in the mountains. And they're in this lake, and they take off their clothes, and they go, "Come into the water! The water is beautiful!" So we start swimming with these gay kids. And I asked my friend, is this gay to do this? To, like, swim with young Italian boys? And my friend in my dream, he goes, "No, we're just hanging out." And I was like, yeah, all right, yeah, that's cool. Anyway, so I'm making out with one of the kids, right? And it hits me, of course this is gay! What the fuck am I thinking about? How could I have made this mistake?
I'm 45 now, so I'm either halfway through a healthy life or almost done with not so healthy life. I don't know which one. I won't know till it's over where this was. I don't know how long I'm gonna live. I don't know. Nobody knows, I guess. I think human life expectancy is pretty good. We get a good run, you know? Some people die early, you know? If I die now, people will be like, oh, that's too bad. If I die 5 years from now, they'll be like, well, all right. Like, it's not even, it's, like, as soon as you're 50, you're a candidate. You know there's no candlelight vigils for 50-year-old guys that die. And you start pushing in the area, and you know, some people get to be like 80s, 90s. You know, there are people that get to like 114, and then they're in the news, and it's always some old guy. I met Napoleon. No, you didn't. You liar. You oldest liar in the world. But 45, you know, you're not old yet, but you start having moments where you kind of start getting what old is. Especially if you didn't take care of yourself, you know? I have moments where I'm like, wow, this seems early for this. Like, this is something that happens to me a lot. I'll be sitting watching TV or doing nothing, and all of a sudden I'll realize, I need to wipe my ass right now. I mean, nothing happened, but I really gotta wipe my ass right now. Right now. Gotta make trips to the bathroom just to wipe my ass. How did this happen already? I'm 45. Already my asshole's just like, ugh. My asshole's like the waistband on old pajama bottoms. Just kind of loose and ineffectual. My asshole's like a bag of leaves that nobody tied up.
was just sitting on the lawn, full and open, puking leaves onto the grass with every wisp of wind. Some kid kicks it over on his way home from a tough day at middle school. Rats. It's a pretty accurate description of my asshole. Here's another thing about my age right now. If I'm, say I'm sitting down. If I'm sitting anywhere, which I love sitting so much. I would take sitting and doing nothing to standing and fucking any day. This is way better than coming. This is way better. This is what, in my age, if I'm sitting down and somebody tells me I need to get up and go in another room, I need to be told all the information why first. You gotta explain all of that shit to me. What, why do I, what, no, why though? Your car's being towed right now. Well, that's what happens to me then. I accept that. Because getting up is a whole thing. It means first I have to decide, do I really want to be alive anymore? Like, let's start with that. And then I gotta start kind of rocking to get momentum. Like I'm trying to get an old Honda out of a snowbank. Shit.
I always seem to get in trouble with people. I don't know what happens to me. I was in traffic once, and a guy behind me lost his mind. That ever happen to you? The guy behind you in traffic just decides that you're the problem. It's you. I don't know what happened. I'm sitting in this car, and there's 50 cars ahead of me before any light. And the guy behind me just starts beep, 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 beep. I look at him, and he's honking just at me. He's amazed that I'm not going. He's going, go! Jesus! Just go! Screaming out his window at me. Like I'm driving all 50 cars there, you know? I'm pushing them like shopping carts in a parking lot. What does he think? He keeps yelling, go! And I'm trying to do that thing. What? I can't. What do you want? What do you want? Why are you... But it just made him madder. He was like purple and crazy. And I'm laughing at him, you know, till he gets out of his car. He's one of these guys, gets out of his car, comes up to my car, starts screaming at me, move it! Move it! And what am I gonna say back? What's gonna be my argument that's gonna make him see clearly, you know? Well, I can't because of all the cars. I'm not able to get through the cars because they're solid. They're made of solid material. You know what I mean? And he's gonna go, oh yeah, I didn't know they were solid. That's right. Yeah, you can't drive through the cars. I'll just go back to my car and wait. I'm sorry. That's not gonna happen. But he kept yelling at me, so I just decided, you know what? I'm gonna argue with this guy. I'll argue with him. But I'm going to argue about something else. I'm not going to have his argument. I'm going to have mine. So he goes, move it! And I go, well, give me back my jacket! And he stopped. And I was like, yeah, you got my jacket! Give it back! Now! I want it! He got scared. Got back in his car and he locked his doors, so, you know, that's what I do from now on.
But I was raised Catholic, and I ended up walking away from that because I didn't like it. You know why? Because they tell you you're going to hell. And they tell little kids that. You're 5 years old, and the church, with all its majesty and all the buildings and the clothes, they go up to a 5-year-old and they're like, oh, you're going to hell. Oh, yeah. You're going right to hell. And you're 5, and you're like, what did I do? And the church is like, you know what you did, you piece of shit. And you're going to full hell, too. There's no kids' hell, you understand? You're going right to the show. If you're 5 years old, you steal a crayon from your sister, and then you lie about it, you get hit by a truck, you're roommates with Hitler. There's no difference. There's no difference. They take you in a room, and they're pouring hot lead into Hitler's asshole. He's like, ah! And then you walk in there like, all right, step up, it's your turn. Hitler's like, oh, good luck, little fella. Poor Hitler, man. I mean, at this point, he's been down there for 75 years. He's probably nice now. Hitler's probably nice to newcomers in hell, you know. Hi, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty bad, yeah. What's that? Oh, yeah, okay. I was so scared of hell when I was a kid. I remember when I found out that gay people go to hell, according to the church, and I got scared. Because I'm not gay, but what if God thinks I'm gay? What if I come off a little queer to the Lord? What if he happens to glance at me when I hit my toe and I'm like, ow? He's like, huh, I know where you're going, you faggot. I mean, that's their thing. I don't believe that. God doesn't hate you because you're gay. God made you gay because he hates you. No. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. There's no God.
But I'm glad you're here, and I really hope that this goes well. For your sake, because here's the thing. I could ruin your night. Let's be really clear. I have the potential to ruin your night in a way that will resonate for weeks, that will actually change. And listen, this is a lot of people. This is a responsibility, what I'm talking about here, because there's about 3,000 people here, and if I release this many people into the community angry, that could have an impact on what history would have been. Like if I just came out here and said hi, and then I just went and just shit my pants, and then I just leave. And you sit there, he's not just gonna shit his pants and leave. And the lights come on, the ushers are like, let's go, that's the show. And you're like, what the fuck, man? You'd be so upset. You'd go home yelling at the person in your group whose idea it was to come here. Why did you want to see him? I didn't know he was gonna shit his pants. I never even heard of that. But anyway, I'm glad I'm here because of you, and I want to do a good show for you. That's my job. That's the simplest thing in the world to me, is that you should do your job. You should do it well. And not because of how well you get paid, but because that's your job. I never understand people when I go to a place to get a thing, and they do their job shitty out of spite for how shitty their job is. It makes no sense to me. Why wouldn't you want it? Why do you have to make my coffee sarcastically? I don't just give you care. Hear your majesty, enjoy your coffee. You know, why? Why wouldn't you want it to go? You know why? Because you're 20, you piece of shit. That's why. Because you're a 20-year-old piece of shit. I'm sorry, but I am prejudiced against everyone who's 20 years old that works at a place. Because they just think that if you just stand there and hate it, somebody will go, oh, well, then let's make you a director. That's how that works. Just if you, clearly you're better than this. 20-year-olds are the worst people because that is a person who has been taking and just sucking up and absorbing fucking education and love and products and just giving nothing back. They're ripe like a big fat ripe orange on a tree, and the tree's like, get the fuck out of here. Jesus, this is crazy. What? Fuck you, I don't want to go. If you're 20, I guarantee you never did anything for anybody. Yes, you went to Guatemala on a school trip and they told you helped, but you didn't help at all. You were a way bigger pain in the ass than you were any help to those. They're like, I got a mudslide in my house and I got to babysit a fucking college student. Just take a picture of her with a shovel so she can put it on Facebook and leave us alone. I had such an amazing experience. Really? Did you take from them too, you motherfucker? 20-year-olds are not interesting people. They have nothing to say. Nothing has happened to you. My parents moved and I go to school. Who gives a shit? Unless you beat cancer as a child, you have nothing to say. I'm more interesting because I'm 43. That mathematically just makes me more interesting. Just because shit has happened to me. I've collected stories. When I was 35, a woman blew me, and 2 years later, she killed herself. She hung herself to death. That's an interesting story. That's worth listening to and pondering. Because it means it takes 2 years after blowing me for the shame to be too much that you gotta do yourself in. That's the gestation period. What if every woman that ever blew me died exactly 2 years later, and some detective picked up on it? And when he realizes why, he's like, well, I can't do anything. It's not illegal to have a disgusting penis. It's just a shame. Anyway. I don't like when a 20-year-old is working, because you never get attitude from the 65-year-old guy. You ever go to Best Buy and the guy selling you a DVD player is like 65? That guy is trying to get a Nobel Prize for selling DVD players. He's amazing. You never get the 65-year-old guy like, meh. Does it have Blu-ray? Well, let me read the box that you could have read. And no, he's like, well, let's find out. You need to know that. He's so excited to help you. And he has reasons to be bitter, this 65-year-old guy. He's 65, he works at Best Buy. He had to come out of retirement because his kid is gay and does crystal meth and he ruined his life. And it's partly his fault because he didn't accept his son being gay. That's why he's on drugs. The point is he's had a hard day and he's still showing up at fucking Best Buy wearing a bow tie. They don't make you wear those. That's how much he gives a shit. I don't know, man. Younger people, okay, fine. You know, I'll wait and see. Maybe you'll be interesting.
Some people get to be 90. That's incredible. Anybody that gets to be 90, I think that's special. Because 90 means you survived like 3 wars and 50 hurricanes. You got to be special when you're 90. When I see somebody who's 90, I'm like, you did some shit. You killed somebody. You did something. How'd you get this far? 90's special. You should get something for being 90. It shouldn't just be the same shit. It should just keep being just as hard. When you get to 90, couldn't that be some kind of a finish line? Some kind of like all right, here, you get a silver thing on you and you get to, take it easy. Give him some Gatorade, give him a back rub. Fuck, he's 90. But it's not like that. It's like, well, happy birthday, you're 90, pay the fucking rent. It just keeps going. I mean, 90-year-olds shouldn't have to worry about anything. If you get that far, and we could absorb that as a nation, there's not that many people that are 90. We could just let them do what they want. My friend's grandmother, she's 90 years old, and she wants to get marijuana because she's in pain, but she's in a state that won't let her. How is any drug illegal for a 90-year-old lady? Let her have anything she wants. It's a victimless crime. Who the fuck is getting hurt? When your 90-year-old grandmother has a bag of heroin in a house and she's like, ugh, fucking yeah. Who's getting hurt? Give her a bag of heroin. You're not gonna go see her. Give her a bag of heroin. I mean, I've never tried heroin, but from what I've heard, it feels really fucking good. But it has a huge downside. But if you're 90, the downside, it's gone. It cannot hurt you if you're 90. What are you worried about? She's gonna ruin her career. You can't give her heroin. She's just gonna want more heroin. Well, get her more heroin then. And keep giving it to her. If you're 90, you should be allowed to just like walk in a store and just take shit and just walk out. Let her have it. She'll be dead in a week, you'll get it back.
But it's tricky, you know, if you're trying to teach your kids right from wrong, you got to choose a side often because not everybody agrees on what's right and wrong. So how do you know, Like abortion, some people think it's murder. Some people don't. I think people should get abortions, like a lot, like as many as you can. You should try to get a lot of abortions. You know why? Because it creates jobs. More abortions, more jobs. For the doctors and the nurses and the dumpster guy. Everybody gets a job. They have to work. How are they going to feed their kids if you don't kill yours? You got to think of everybody. Abortion is a big topic, of course, because Roe v. Wade was overturned. Roe versus Wade. Of course, we all know what this is. This was a court case. Roe was a woman who wanted an abortion. And Wade was the baby, I guess. I don't know. I'm just assuming. I never found out who Wade was. Wade must have been the baby. Anyway. But now that we don't have that, every state has to come up with their own law based on how people feel. They have to listen to people and see how they feel. I think most Americans feel, on average, the same thing about abortion. They feel like people should be able to get abortions if they need them, but, just keep it down a little bit. That's all. That's just go ahead, but, come on. Do it, but don't be like, woo-hoo-hoo! Like, So we need a law that covers that keeps it available but limits it. Here's what I think we should do. Let's make this the law. You can get an abortion anytime, anywhere, but if you get an abortion, you have to eat it. I think that's fair. Because that'll make you, fuck, I gotta eat it? I better do it soon. Just trying to make everybody happy, Some Catholics believe that contraception is murder. They think if you wear a condom, if you stop a sperm from getting to an egg, you killed a possible baby. By that logic, I could say that any woman that won't fuck me is a murderer. Let me tell you, there's a bunch of murdering bitches out there.
And I've wasted a lot of time just being angry at people I don't know. It's amazing how nasty we can get as people, depending on the situation. Like, most people are okay, as long as they're okay. But if you put people in certain contexts, they just change. Like, when I'm in my car, I have a different set of values. I am the worst person I can be when I'm behind the wheel, which is when I'm at my most dangerous. When you're driving, that's when you need to be the most compassionate and responsible of any other time in your life, because you are fucking driving a weapon amongst weapons. And yet it's the worst people get. And I am the worst. One time I was driving, and there was a guy ahead of me, and he he sort of drifted into my lane for a second, and this came out of my mouth. I said, "Worthless piece of shit." I mean, what an indictment. What kind of a way is that to feel about another human being? Worthless piece of shit. That's somebody's son. And things I've said to other people. I was once driving, some guy in a pickup truck remember even? And I yelled out my window. I said, hey, fuck you! Where outside of a car is that even nearly okay? If you were in an elevator and you were like right next to a person's body and whatever, like he leaned into you a little bit, would you ever turn right to their face and go, hey, fuck you? Worthless piece of shit. No. Literally 0 people would ever do that. But put a couple of pieces of glass and some road between you, there's nothing you would not say to them. I hope you die! I said that to a person. I hope you die! Why? Because you made me go like this for half a second of my life. You tested my reflexes and it worked out fine! So now I hope your kids grow up motherless!
I'm glad I got girls, though. Girls are great. I don't want to clean shit off of some kid's balls. I'm glad that's not my job. I don't. Boys feel weird about them. I have nephews, they come over and they play in the sprinkler naked with their little red dicks, and I just don't like their little penises bother me. I don't know. I just get this weird feeling like they're going to come over and fuck my nose or something with their little dicks. I know it's an irrational fear, but it's very real to me. I'm going to fall asleep in a lawn chair and wake up. Fuck! What are you doing? He's fucking my nose. She's like, fuck, get out of there. Control your kids, could you? They're fucking my nose while I'm sleeping. Boys are hard to raise, man. All my sisters have boys, and I just feel for them because it's really hard, and they really do. Here's the thing, though. Girls are just as hard to raise, but on a whole other level. They're different. Here's the difference to me between boys and girls. Boys fuck things up. Girls are fucked up. That's the difference. Boys just do damage to your house that you can measure in dollars like a hurricane. Girls, like, leave scars in your psyche that you find later. Like a genocide or an atrocity. Like, my sister-in-law came over once with her little boy. He's like 4 years old, and she comes over, and she's been with him all day, so she's in bad shape. She's got a drink, and she's like, I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. And I put like an army blanket around her, trying to calm her down. And then her little boy walks up to her. He's got a handful of sand. I don't know where he got it. There's no sand in my home. He's got a handful of it. Walks up to his mom and just throws it right in her drink. It's all she had. And he just ruined it. Really confident, too. Not like this. He was like, yeah, that's where that shit goes, right there. And I was blown away by this because I have girls, they would never dream of doing that. It wouldn't even enter their heads that a person could do that. But they're fucked up. Like my 5-year-old, the other day, one of her toys broke. And she demanded that I break her sister's toy to make it fair. And I did. That's how much shit she gave me. I broke the little toy, and I felt awful. I was like crying. And I look at her, she's got this creepy smile on her face. That's the difference between boys and girls. And it becomes the difference between men and women, really. Because a man will, like, steal your car, or burn your house down, or beat the shit out of you. But a woman will ruin your fucking life.
Do you see the difference? Like a man will cut your arm off and throw it in a river. But he'll leave you as a human being intact. He won't fuck with who you are. Women are non-violent, but they will shit inside of your heart.
I was talking to my friend the other day. I have this friend. You ever have one of those friends? You ever have a friend who's just an idiot? Well, this friend of mine, he's always talking in cliches. That's what I hate about him. He just talks in cliches. And he doesn't even say one that matches to what I was saying, you know? Like, he's just got one ready for when it's his turn to talk. You know, whatever I say, I'll be like, oh, I locked my keys in my car. And he's like, yeah, well, don't shit where you eat. What the fuck does that mean? Like, oh, I forgot my sister's birthday. Yeah, well, payback's a bitch. I like those people that use old sayings, but they don't know how they end, so they just trail off. You know, people are like, yeah, well, a bird in a hand. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't think you know what you're saying. A bird in a hand what, you idiot? You know what I do? I just make up my own endings, because nobody gives a shit. Nobody's listening to you. I just go, bird in a hand is like a man in the sand. You know what I mean? When in Rome, you gotta grab the hand of a badger's dad. That's what I always say. Yep.
Without any further ado, please welcome Louis C.K. Come on.
Thank you. Hello there. Hey. Okay. All right. I'm gonna talk to you for about an hour, and it's weird. It's weird what I do. Somebody asked me once if it takes confidence to. Nobody asked me, but I just want to talk about this. If it takes. It does take confidence to do this. It takes not a general confidence, but a specific kind, you know? There's lots of kinds of confidence. There's personal confidence. I don't have much of that. Personal confidence is like a man wearing white pants. That takes, you know, tremendous confidence and optimism, really. To leave the house in white pants like it's gonna be a great day. There's gonna be no puddles or pizza, nothing. I could never wear white pants because I'll get my period, first of all, I know that. Or diarrhea, more likely. That's really my period. Diarrhea. About once a month, I'm like, oh, fuck, here we go. Better just get home and don't make any big decisions today. It's true, don't make, if you have diarrhea, don't negotiate. It's a bad bargaining position. If I have diarrhea, you stand between me and the toilet, I'll sell you my house for 10 cents. So that's one kind of confidence. Here's another kind, moral confidence. Moral confidence. That means knowing that you would do the right thing, knowing that you wouldn't do something wrong. Moral confidence. You can have that in your daily life because a lot of your days are the same. But what if you were in another time? I would love to believe, I feel confident that I would not have had slaves. I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have had any. Even if I lived in 17 whatever in Virginia and all my neighbors had slaves, I would have been like, you guys are dicks. I I can say that, but it's easy to say that now because you can't get no slaves. You just can't. You can't get any. That's why you don't have slaves. It's not because you're better than back then people. It's because they're not available. That's a huge contributing factor. It's not a decision you need to make every day, like you're crying your groceries, but oh, fuck, maybe I should, I don't know, I better not, but jeez, it would be easier. Because they're not there. It's not like they have slaves at Home Depot. I mean, they kind of do. But, yeah. There are some forms of kind of slavery. You can get a Russian woman to do whatever you want because her family's hostage. That's one of them. But that's still temporary. I mean, you could adopt like a 12-year-old from Bangladesh, and I mean, really, he'll move into your house and do your laundry and suck your dick, whatever you want. But even he gets to leave when he's 18. Although, who wants them when they're that old? I'm just saying. Excuse me. I'm just saying that slavery gets rebranded, but it doesn't really ever totally go away. I mean, it's been part of human history going way back, slavery. Even the earliest civilizations in Mesopotamia, I don't know if I didn't go to college, I don't know anything. But the earliest images of human life already had the guys going, ugh, and the guy going, ah, motherfucker. How early did we come up with this? Like from the beginning of human existence, we evolved, through ideas. We were a scared, naked ape, and then we were like, make a fire, it's a good idea. Kill an animal and take his fur, it's a good idea. Plant things and then wait, it's a good idea. But really quickly we came up with, just make them fucking do it. I'm not doing anything. I'm doing nothing. Make them fucking do it. That was like our third thing we did on Earth. So you can have confidence, but you got to be a little, I mean, there's things that people did in history that I wouldn't have done, for sure. Like, I wouldn't have made an Auschwitz. I wouldn't have done that. What am I going to do with an Auschwitz? Yeah, Auschwitz is not one of those where you're like, it was the times, It was a horrible thing, obviously. Auschwitz, horrible. They killed people. They killed children. They killed little children in Auschwitz who could have grown up and moved to Brooklyn and hated black people, and they didn't get to do that. It's terrible. I know. I had a friend who's a comedian in England, and he made a joke about Auschwitz. And he got in a lot of trouble. There was a big shitstorm. And at one point, Auschwitz tweeted about his joke. It's true. It's an Auschwitz with a blue check. So it was like, oh, cool, it's really them. And they tweeted like, that's not funny. Why is the death camp tweeting? Who's running the social accounts at Auschwitz? I got a summer job at Auschwitz. I'm running their Twitter.